Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time to drop the hammer. Fire them off down in turn number 1 and 2. See what comes out. Now turn number 2. It's going to be Carson Garrett showing the way. Big run for Jake Swanson. 21 AZ car around the outside. Mitchel Moles in line as well. Swanson's going to lead the first lap. Rockets his way around the number 15 car down into turn number 1 and 2 down the inside of Macho Man. Brady Bacon. Big diamond maneuver coming out of Mitchel Moles. As we race down into the corner, C.J. Leary stuck in the middle of the racetrack. Had a couple cars get by. He'll try to find some speed. Meanwhile, Cal Cummins, the 3R car goes up in the fluff. 4 in the fluff for the 3R. Got a good drive on Carson Garrett and almost got him. As here comes Bacon down the inside. Hang on, Jake. Oh, my. Hippity hopping around for 21 AZ. That'll put the Macho Man out onto the point for the number 69 car. Meanwhile, the 3R slides into third on the field for Cal Cummins. Now sets his sights as he'll again get 4 in the fluff out near the corner. Got a game plan to storm the castle. He snakes 2 away from Swanson. Slips out through. 19 AZ watching on from back in the number 4 spot for Mitchel Moles. 5th still Carson Garrett. Still side-by-side racing back behind. Logan Seavy's pulling the Darlin line. Here comes a 2B car as well. Meanwhile, up front, race leader Brady Bacon out turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Cal Cummins has got it rolling into 3R cars. Got a big drive out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Brady Bacon's going to have company this next time into turn number 3. Looking around the outside. Cal Cummins elbows up and hammer down the Avanti windows and doors number 3R car. Watch the move to the inside. Caution comes out. Caution comes out. Son of a gun. Braxton Cummings around there in the 71B car just in turn number 2, just as Cal Cummins was set to make the move. Brady Bacon knows he's got company. Cal Cummins sitting right back behind. Green comes out. Good start for Bacon. Takes her to the inside, down the corner. Cummins right back into the high side of the racetrack's got a drive out of turn number 2 down the back chute. He's going to let Brady show him the way. So he'll drive her up onto the cushion, down off the banking for the 3R car. Cal Cummins starting to get her wicked up to speed. Meanwhile, back behind, Jake Swanson trying to fend off some attacks as well. As that time the 3R wheelies out of turn number 2. Can't get there. Way up high on the racetrack. Grabs gravity onto the front chute for the 3R car. He is utilizing absolutely everything as we got big one down the front straightaway. Everybody back from the fence. Stay back from the fence. Stay back from the fence. Please do not go to the fence. Stay back from the fence. Up and out he comes. Mitchel Moles sheared the front end off the 19 AZ car. Andy Reinbold comes out to check on his driver. Replay coming up on the screen. Mitchell trying to get around the outside. It looks like that car stumbled a little bit, but boy, it got into the post down here, and that's what sheared the front end off of it. So replay coming back up again, and just as he was coming out turn number 4, unfortunately, not room to the outside of Jake Swanson. There's a couple angles of that. Man. Last time, Bacon had a great restart. That car able to surge out by about 2 or 3 car lengths on Cal Cummins. We'll see if he can pull it off again. He's going to take her way up into the fluff. Check that out. Drop the nose. We're back underway. Cal Cummins wants to stand that thing up on the tail tank when he punches the throttle. Takes a long way around the racetrack. That's going to get Carson Garrett down on the inside. The number 15 car is going to hump the hub onto the front straightaway and sweep out across. Cal Cummins shuffle back into third on the field. Now takes a shot at your race lead. Slide job out across the racetrack. Can't seal the deal. Right back to the inside goes the 69 car, but that was a tremendous effort out of Carson Garrett. C.J. Leary's now going to run the Darlin line. Got her whistled up for the 15X car. Moves into the number 3 spot. Now sets these sights as Cummins down on the inside. Trying to rotate the bottom's got issues. Caution coming out. Right front shock knocked off the 3R car. That thing is laying down. Broken right front shock. Cal Cummins going to have to head back to the Indy Metal Finishing work area. Ready to bring the field life yet again. 20 laps remain. We did score 2 laps into the books that last time. He takes it in, runs that line up onto the cushion. Drives her down off. And pulls out by about 3 car lengths down into turn 1 and 2. Goes down to the inside to protect on that slide job. C.J. Leary back behind, goes to the cushion. Here comes Logan Seavey. Diamond line on the high side. Punches the throttle a little bit further and a little bit deeper into the corner for the 2B car. He might have something here tonight. Seavey finds some room to roam. He'll diamond off turn number 1 and 2 as well and rocket down the back straightaway. Trying to run down that side-by-side battle between Leary and Axum down on the inside. But he is giving it everything he's got in the 2B car. Up front, Carson Garrett, 15 car into the number 1 spot, gets around Bacon. Bacon trips on the cushion for the number 69 car, and Carson Garrett's just going to catfish the bottom onto the front chute and put some distance on him. Got a good line going on. Boy, he can run that bottom so well. He's like the Daniel Lasowski of non-wing sprint cars. As he works it down into turn number 3 and 4, Bacon's going to try to follow onto the tire tracks onto the front straightaway. Emerson Axum trying to get P3s. Look out. Little bounce off the wall there for the 15X of C.J. Leary looking around the outside. Logan Seavey still there for the 2B car. That top shelf will come back in again. Just too much company up there running, trying to get that baby cleaned off. He's back behind Justin Grant, joins him up there, as does Stevie Sussex and Robert Ballou. Ballou dodging down to the inside. So slow, down through turn number 1 and 2 on the inside of the racetrack. There's a misstep, Misty's mark. Here comes Bacon. Up front for the race lead. Brady Bacon was waiting on that with the 69 car around the outside. Carson Garrett gonna have to try to hang on to it, but she's slicked off down on the inside. And Bacon's gonna blow around him on the outside. New race leader across that time. That'll shuffle the 15 car back into second on the field. And watch C.J. Leary, the 15X, now going after P2 as they race into turn number 3. Carson Garrett's got to come up off the bottom. If he wants to hang on to a podium finish on this one, that or find a little more traction for action, because the gang's all here. Here comes Logan Seavey back behind Emerson Axum. Still down on the inside, Justin Grant trying to run him down the top Motorsports number 4 car. Brings it out of the corner. Hustles down into turn number 1 and 2, 11 laps to go. Be 10 the next time by, and lap traffic lies ahead for your race leader. It's Bacon going to the wall now for the number 69. You talk about a big line on the high side of the racetrack. Look at that rear brake rotor glowing into 69 as C.J. Leary gets a little unsettled. Still working second on the field. Now Logan Seavey has run down Carson Garrett. Garrett trying to diamond line. Drives down off the banking, blows around the outside of the 47 BC. Back behind that battle continues to ensue just outside the top 2. Lap traffic down the inside is going to change up the game plan for Bacon. Bacon that time runs a slider line. That'll allow the 15X car to close down into turn number 1. And C.J. Leary's got him within his sights as they race out 2 and down the back straightaway. Bacon, what's he going to do? Look out, misstep. Here comes Leary down the inside. Slide jump for the race lead. Bacon back out front. Leary now dodges down low, right across the back bumper of Cal Cummins, right on the heels as Baby Bacon down the back straightaways. Bacon quick enough, gave himself into turn number 3 and opened up a gap over C.J. Leary. Boomer flag is out. Carson Garrett still hanging on to third, back behind with now Emerson Axum down on the inside. And Logan Seavey's look out, Bacon ricochets off the wall. There goes the 15X car back onto the point. Capitalized on the misstep, and C.J. Leary brings him across for lap number next now with 5 laps to go. Bacon down on the inside, comes the call. Can't quite get there. Slide chop to no avail. Catches himself out on the outside of the racetrack. C.J. Leary working around the outside of the lap traffic. Now just 4 laps this time by. Carson Garrett is closing, as is Emerson Axum. C.J. Leary rides to the outside, takes it down into turn number 3. Bacon, good drive that time, deep down into the corner. Leary using gravity to his advantage for the 15X car. Heads down into turn number 1 and 2, rotates onto the back straightaway. Bacon's got to come up with a different game plan because he's given up real estate to the 15X car. And here comes a run down low. We roll out of the corner, and it's now 2 laps to go. Leary maintains the advantage. Back behind Bacon, giving it everything you can think of for the 69 car, and unfortunately it's just not enough. He drives it as deep into turn number 3 as possible, but the white flag's out up front. C.J. Leary from catastrophe last night, headed for victory lane here tonight at the Darling Classic and Kokomo Speedway. Takes it into 3, out of turn number 4, and it's going to be Leary picking up the win on night number 2 Indiana Sprint Week. Bacon goes second. Carson Garrett rounds out those top 3. 2 podium nights for Carson Garrett here of late. That young lad comes to life, and the teammates go first and third. And he's already up and out, race fans. Make some noise for C.J. Leary. Bobby Jones, Master Going Faster, presented by Spire Sports and Entertainment Race as well. What a win. We'll send it down with Christy.
Man, they're just so much better when they come after a night like C.J. Leary had last night. It was a long night in the shop getting things put back together. Took this car down off jack stands that it had never left. This was the first time it's seen a racing surface since 2020, and C.J. Leary brings it home. And they always just feel so much more rewarding when you had to work that hard for it. Well, CJ, last night it was in the trash, and tonight it's in victory lane. How much bigger does it feel when it comes after a night like last night?
Man, this is huge. I can't thank my dad, Zach, Kyle, Adam, the whole BGE crew. You know, we stayed up all night last night building this thing. This car hasn't ever been raced. Tonight's the first night on it. We built this thing new in 2020, and it's just been sitting. So super special, you know. Last night was unfortunate. I felt like we had a good car, and then just happened so fast last night. And I'm sick. I'm wore out. And then last night just really put a hurt on me. So can't thank Brock and Doug, just all the guys behind us that keeps this thing going. You know, winning at Kokomo is so special. It's one of my favorite places to come, you know, and to do it like that on a Cowboy Up track and to steal one from Brady. I know he's been trying so hard to win here, and just got so tricky, and I felt like our car was so good and four in the fluff. And man, hopefully the fans got a good show. Indiana Sprint Week's my favorite week of the year, so this is awesome.
Brady Bacon got a little upset there, and you gave up some positions running the top side, but committed as you were, it finally came back around. Was it on a hope and a prayer?
Yeah, you know, under the red, my dad came over to the fence and was asking me what I needed, and I'm like, you know, I don't know. I just don't feel like we're that good. You know, I just hadn't really, you know, cowboyed up and went four in the fluff really hard. You know, honestly, I feel like the 3R probably was the best car. I don't know what happened to him there, but like I said, just can't thank Valvoline, DRC Chassis, One-Way Motors, you know, FK rod ends, Leary Shock Technologies. Brad fixed this shock early hours and from last night's crash. BG Motorsports, Doug Daughtery, Hornbeck Concrete, Gray Auto. This is awesome. Feels good to pick up our third win. We've been on the struggle bus, so it's a good time to get rolling.
Third win of the 2023 AMSL USAC National Sprint Car season. 7th career NOS Energy Drink Indiana Sprint Week win for CJ Leary. Tonight is a Bubby Jones Master of Going Faster, presented by Spire Sports and Entertainment Race, and those always just seem to make it a little bit more rewarding.